People love Ecuador for a variety of reasons. Some people love it for its touristic locations, while others love it for its unique culture. But I've lived in Ecuador for a very long time. No, seriously, when I arrived in Ecuador, I looked like this. Maybe not much has changed. But the point is that throughout the years, I've gained a love of Ecuador that goes beyond something touristic. And today, I'm gonna tell you 3 things that I've come to love about Ecuador during the time that I've been living here. And some of these things we might have in common, while others might be completely new to you. And they may also give you a new reason to come visit Ecuador. So without further ado, let's get started. There is no way I can start talking about things I love about Ecuador without mentioning the food. In fact, the first best friend that I made when I came here to Ecuador told me that if I didn't eat a specific food, encebollado of course, then I had not arrived to Ecuador yet. That's just how important Ecuadorian cuisine is to Ecuadorians. And now, how important it is to me as well. Because at first, I was really skeptical about the food here. Things looked very strange, they had weird names. I really wasn't sure if I was gonna like the food here. But after trying a large combination of different foods, I've absolutely fallen in love with Ecuadorian food. And while I, and most Ecuadorians actually, would recommend food from the coast, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try the food from the highlands. Because you never know, it might be for you. If you're into eating cuy, which is actually guinea pig, or if you like these little white dry things called mote, then you might like the food from the highlands. And I will be talking about the best foods in Ecuador in a later video. So make sure you subscribe for that. But like I said, I love the food in Ecuador, and I'm very sure that you will too. Ah yes, peace. People define peace various different ways, but my definition of peace is being able to live a peaceful lifestyle. And Ecuador, in my opinion, is definitely a peaceful place to live, for the most part. When it comes to the cost of living, it's not actually that expensive. And I talked about this when I talked about the cost of living here in Ecuador, which you can check out in this video over here. But basically, if you have a decent enough salary, or if you've retired with a lot of savings, you can definitely have a peaceful life here in Ecuador. Obviously, if you're ambitious and you want more, you'd have to push yourself a little harder. But the idea of the live to work or work to live lifestyle that the United States, for example, has, doesn't really happen over here. There are exceptions, but let's talk about those another time. And living a peaceful lifestyle doesn't just refer to the economy. It also refers to the interaction you have with people. I talked to a friend who was from New York once, and even he told me that over there, if you just look at someone the wrong way, you could start a fight. That seriously doesn't happen over here. Unless you just happen to be the unlucky person who looks at that one person who wants to fight, then sorry for you. But interaction with people is really friendly here. Super peaceful. And another reason why I love Ecuador. And a reason why you might love it too. And speaking of people, people are definitely a reason why I love Ecuador. Ever since I got here, people have been very nice to me. Like I said at the beginning, my first best friend was the one who told me to eat encebollado in order to actually have arrived to Ecuador. People are very friendly here, so it's generally very easy to make friends. They're also very helpful, although they might troll you for your pronunciation sometimes, but don't let it get to you. With enough practice, you'll be fine. And people here are definitely much more than they make them out to be elsewhere in the world. Because I remember when I was in the States, I knew people who thought that people from Ecuador only referred to people who lived in the jungles, indigenous tribes and such. But look around you. Well, look around me. The people here are much more than that. And I'm glad to have been able to meet so many people and make so many friends during my time here. It's just another one of the reasons why I love Ecuador. I could keep on talking about the small things that I love about Ecuador, but I'll leave that for another time. But if you'd like to know more about Ecuador or things pertaining to Ecuador, then you might want to check out this playlist where I sit down and talk to some friends about different topics here in Ecuador. And remember, if you'd like to support the channel, then you can go to buymeacoffee.com where you can buy me an encebollado. I talk about my ideas for future videos on there, and I plan on using the funds for future videos. So I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you take care, visit Ecuador, and as always, ace out.